Hello, I'm Doug Miller, founder and CEO of Impower Health. And when I was young, I taught swim lessons. One of my favorite students had cerebral palsy. He smiled the whole time he struggled moving through the water. And that's when I recognized what mobility represents. Years later, I was chief architect at Life Fitness, building treadmills for gyms and clinics. But something always bugged me. We were making the machine, but not using it to measure what matters. Gait, balance, and symmetry were ignored until it was too late. We panic when the check engine light comes on while we're driving. But when our body breaks down, there's no warning at all. And that's important because mobility is something we take for granted until it's gone. Yet every year, 27 million Americans face mobility challenges, costing $174 billion annually in unexpected medical expenses. And millions more are at risk but don't know it. 27 million. That's 1 in 12 people you probably know. Let's break that down a bit further. We got data from WHO and CDC on diseases like stroke, MS, osteoarthritis, Parkinson's, and cerebral palsy. Billions of dollars in economic burden and money spent. Thousands to hundreds of thousands of people affected. All age groups. Your age groups. There's similar data on injuries like stress fracture, ACL, plantar fasciitis, and runner's knee, which shows up as osteoarthritis. Millions of dollars in economic burden across all age groups. What do they have in common, Doug? Gait. They show up in your gait. If you're not familiar with gait, it's the pattern your body makes when you're walking or running. A good gait is smooth and easier on your body. An abnormal gait is unbalanced and makes you work harder. Your gait health matters because it's a check engine light, but for your body. Want to see where gait is measured? Here, in traditional gait labs, which are costly, complex, and enormous. They're not practical for daily clinical use, and that's a problem. So gait labs aren't practical. Neither are force plates and pressure sensors. And even though consumers seem to be infatuated with wearables and apps, abandonment is high, accuracy is low, and they're not ready for healthcare either. We took the best of these concepts, combined them with our algorithm, and integrated them into existing treadmills to make the most accurate, cost-effective, scalable gait tracking solution available. With some voice of customer, as a profession, more attention needs to be on whether a patient is walking better and more efficient, not just the outcomes. Better tools are needed. And that's from the Associate Dean and Professor of Physical Therapy at the University of Indianapolis. Impower is building those tools. Our core product, Gait Tracker, integrates with treadmills to deliver real-time gait analysis, personalized feedback, and self-pacing. It provides quantifiable measurements to identify threats, accelerate recovery, and optimize performance for clinicians and clients, often before you realize you're at risk. With our patented algorithms and just 3 optical sensors, we turn existing treadmills into smart treadmills, making the invisible visible by identifying these threats. We solve healthcare's biggest pain points, increasing reimbursement rates up to $1 million per year. But we can also offload those overworked clinicians with reliable tests and results. We can track patients' baseline compared to future readings. We can improve safety with our self-pacing and auto-stop, critical client benefits. Our delivery mechanism is treadmills, where global revenues are projected to grow over $6 billion on over 2.5 million treadmills by 2033. Our focus is on treadmill products for rehabilitation and healthcare, also commercial fitness for a serviceable market of nearly $2 billion on 1 million treadmills. Our beachhead will focus on outpatient rehab and active aging, and then move into athletic facilities and health clubs because they can benefit from gait analysis also, for a total of $65 million in revenue on over 93,000 licensed units in 5 years. We've got significant traction. In a recent clinical study with UNO, with over 60 participants, an Impower-enabled treadmill demonstrated statistically significant improvements in natural gait variability. We've completed successful demos with over 100 people and 0 failures. We have patents granted and pending for gait analysis and self-pacing. We've secured trial agreements with leading healthcare providers. We've submitted grant proposals for stroke rehabilitation. We've validated their existing reimbursement codes available for use. We've completed the I-Core regional program and now are in their Discovery 60 program. And most importantly, We've had 3 OEMs provide us with treadmills for retrofit and market analysis because they want to buy, not build, Empower's technology. We're a B2B company licensing our IP and patented algorithms to the treadmill manufacturers. Let me repeat that. We're licensing our IP and algorithms to the treadmill manufacturers. We're not planning long-term to build the hardware. Our revenue streams include those licensing fees and also data analytics and partnerships with third-party apps like Strava or Zwift. Together, we're unlocking value at every level. Healthcare providers improve reimbursements and patient outcomes. Fitness clubs can increase their memberships. Treadmill manufacturers gain differentiation for their customers. That is why Empower is positioned to scale profitably and quickly. The magic formula, Invest Nebraska plus Boomerang plus Empower Health is a winning combination. Empower is a Delaware C Corp, headquartered in Omaha and registered in Nebraska. Unimed owns the current IP, but Empower is the exclusive worldwide licensee, so it's a Nebraska tech transfer. We already have staff in Omaha. They're fractional now, but will convert to full-time and grow as revenues scale. Our partnership with UNO Biomechanics will continue to be our R&D superpower, and growth will continue in Nebraska. And this is how we'll do it. Year 1, our beachhead is in healthcare, focusing on rehabilitation to establish the strategic market. We'll be a minimum full-time staff, more fractional development and support. Years 2 and 3 will expand into commercial fitness to drive growth, growing in full-time in Nebraska. Years 4 and 5 will scale via OEM integrations. Years 6 and beyond will continue expanding impact by addressing prevention. Breaking it down just a bit further, our R&D will always be in Nebraska with UNO Biomechanics. Commercialization will start in Illinois with fractional engineering, then move to Nebraska and grow with sales. Our beachhead pilots will start in Nebraska, Mekavika and Columbus Healthcare, then move to Illinois with Illinois Bone and Joint Institute, then scale into larger settings like QLI, Shirley Ryan Ability Lab, before going across North America and worldwide. Oh, and I almost forgot, our AI portfolio will launch with biomarker tracking. We'll be able to create a library of gait biomarkers. Think of it like an LLM, a large language model, but we'll be an LGM, a large gait model. Then later, we'll add personalized algorithms. We'll be able to determine the user's optimal gait and speed combinations and track it on any given day and over time. Our leadership team has deep expertise in biomechanics and fitness. I'm founder and CEO. With Laurence, our CTO, we delivered $280 million in product revenue at Life Fitness. Jessica, our sales director, led North American sales for Motec, one of the largest gait lab providers. You may know Brian Nahr at UNO. He's our PI with over 20 years experience in gait biomechanics. We have a board of experienced advisors, including experts from Life Fitness, Illinois Bone and Joint Institute, Proven Ventures, and the university. So we're seeking a $750,000 pre-seed round to accelerate our development and launch, to expand our educational information, and to hire key staff. This round will cover our pilot acceleration. And best news, we're in due diligence with the lead investor for $250,000 of the total investment. We're also in discussions with Nebraska DED for matching grants via their R&D or prototype program. And that is why we're building the check engine light for your body. And we're ready to bring it to every clinic and treadmill in North America. I look forward to our discussions. Thank you.